Hi, everybody. It's Trevor Hammond here, mortgage advisor, branch manager at Sierra Pacific Mortgage here in Oregon. And I'm just doing a little bit of light reading of my own book, Borrow Smart, Repay Smart. If you haven't read it or would like a copy, please message me. It's normally I sell these for $20. If you come to one of my events, I typically hand a few out as gifts. But what I want to share with you is one of my favorite words, leverage. I love to leverage systems. I leverage teamwork. But how does that apply when it comes to owning a home and in finance? Well, in finance, leverage means using a small amount of money to control a large amount of money. So think about it when you're buying a house. Your down payment, whether it's 10%, 20%, 50%, is a smaller amount of money to buy that home and have that asset, the value of that house. So let's use an example of how leverage can impact your rate of return. Let's say you're going to buy a $400,000 house and you're going to put 20% down. All right, I'm going to use simple numbers. Not everybody likes math, so I'll keep it very simple. You're going to put $80,000 down to acquire a $400,000 home. That's leverage. Whenever there's borrowing involved, you're using leverage. Now, here's the fun part. Let's say that $400,000 home you just bought over the next few years grows to $480,000, or basically a 20% growth or return on that house. What's the rate of return on your personal investment? You got it? 100%. You invested $80,000 to acquire this $400,000 house, which made you $80,000. That's a 100% return on your $80,000. You invested $80 and you made $80. That's unheard of, and that's what leverage can do for you when you own real estate, right? And most people do still buy real estate and own houses for financial gain. That's what all the surveys still show. Even though there's a lot of other reasons to own houses that are more emotional, that is one of the biggies, right? That's still number one, financial gain. Now, let's compare it to your friend who moves from across the country, sold a house, has a whole bunch of money, and decides to pay cash for the same price of a house. They're buying a $400,000 house, and they're going to pay cash. And then that house, over the next few years, goes up to $480,000. What's the rate of return on their investment? 20%. They invested $400,000 and made $80,000 on their $400,000. That's a 20% gain, and basically it all came from the market. No gain on their investment other than the house value went from $400,000 to $480,000. Here's the thing. When you're making smarter borrowing decisions on how you finance real estate, it's important to know how we really make money with real estate. Now, your down payment impacts your cash flow, and there's 7 total concepts and steps that I walk people through with our custom process. But we're just talking about leverage right now, and that's a very important concept to understand, that if you can afford the payment, if you have the income, the cash flow coming into your household to afford a payment, now we can talk about how to maximize our rate of return, which is also one of our concepts. Safety, liquidity, and rate of return are the big 3. I can help people maximize the rate of return on their money, and then let the market do its work. And then the rest of the money you didn't put down, all kinds of fun stuff you can do with that, from investing, paying off other debts, you name it. So I want to share leverage with you. It is chapter 8 in my book. If you want a copy of my book and you promise me you'll read it, message me on this, send me an email, leave me a voicemail. I will send you a free copy of my book for, let's say, the first 5 people that actually watch this and comment or message me directly. I will send you a free copy of the book. You got to read it, though. It's worth it to your money and your family's financial future to understand these concepts. If you've got a home, these are vitally important. All right, hope that helps. Talk to you soon. More to come later. Bye-bye.